Peace. What up? First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall is blessing your day. By His mercies, we aren't consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall's body, and we're naturally alive. Man, I just want to come back with a quick video. Honestly, man, this actually ties into something. I actually shout out to brother sent me firstborn. He was talking about last night. About entitlement and and how the world doesn't owe us anything or doesn't owe me anything, doesn't owe us anything, man. And, actually, I was talking about this with a friend of mine, and she says that like to me all every time she says, you don't owe me anything, things in it, or nobody owes me nothing, man. And that's something like my people was like, told me growing up, man. And I'm glad that and it constantly, especially with the way this world kind of currently is in this current generation, this is how society is now. This current kingdom, this current society, it kind of needs to be more reinforced. Like not only just for me inwardly as well, but just in with the masses as well, man. Because listen, like the brother, I was talking about this with my mom few weeks ago, man. Like, listen, outside of outside of that door, only only your people's like I don't want to say, oh, you owe you something, or like really. Let me say this too, like the brother said, somebody first one said, listen, listen, outside of those doors, only your peoples, man, your loved ones, even though if you didn't have natural, even if you don't have a family, things, and that your loved ones, whoever took care of you, or just the few people that did, whoever did, that they the ones you're important and special to them, because that's what the problem is too. Also too, man, people just want things and just for merely existing, man, and that's just not the case, man. And you see this a lot of times now with just people in general, man. Because yeah, I can't put a, but you can't even do the whole I was going to, but you can't even do the whole gender war with it, man. Because it's a lot of men that do that, they just want the the um the treatment or the honor or like the respect that comes with being a man, but also two women as well, but both of this like for merely existing. This is a people thing as well, I should say, man. But I just want to go into this, man, because yeah, man, because I was reading Sirach, Ecclesiastes, today's the 20th. I was reading Sirach 20 today, but also too, man, yeah, man, that's just the thing about it is once you outside those doors, man, this world will eat you alive, man. The world, because and that's the problem, man. Like I think I was watching the clip with Tom Brady and what you call him, I think it was the Patrick Mahomes. No, I think no, he was just, it was Tom Brady. It was just his commentary. He said, "Yeah, man, most of the time these quarterbacks now and these players now just like no, I can't put in the time with Bill Belichick or even his college coaches in Michigan or just that generation of football at his era and before that, man. There was even those old school coaches, man. He had Bill Belichick and Bill Belichick branched off of coaches Bill Parcells and in Bill Parcells era you had him, like Bill Parcells, Jimmy Johnson, Marty Schottenheimer, these coaches were stern, serious, stern, no nonsense coaches, man. They just not going to tell you like Tom Brady said, just how great you are, and I'm using that as an example, man, because a lot of times that's what's being, especially with this generation now, man. Oh my gosh, it's just being told how and don't get it twisted. You are supposed to, especially to they are supposed to be, and that's part of that love that they need to be trained up in, to know how to love the Most High house, and two, how to love their parents and their kin, and love themselves and also their kin. I mean their family, not only just their immediate family or extended family, their nation, their people as well, but also too love themselves, man. Because remember what Bishop said, and Juice, man. He said I don't even love myself. So if I don't love myself, how am I gonna love you? I don't care about myself. How am I gonna care about you? So that's the thing too. But yeah, that's part of it as well. But then you don't want to, because listen, you can't love nobody too much, man. That's just But I think when people say that, they mean as in you love them too much, meaning you don't correct them too much, like it's respect their persons, like sorry right there. Let's get this in 12, don't cocker thy child. That's what they mean. No, don't spoil. Yeah, That's what they mean when people say that. But I get what they say that. But listen, but that comes from a place of But also too when people say that because when they haven't coming from loving environments as well. There's a balance thing because some people say it because they mean like, listen, you just can't. You can love like you like because the scriptures say, listen, if you don't correct your child, like I don't love you. That's what the Most High Yahshua does with us. But also, yeah, also too, like this goes into listen, like loving them, but also too not that correction as well. Actually, you know what? That's in Sirach 20 what I'm going into, but I want to go into. I just don't want to go into that right now, but it says, yeah, Ecclesiastes also known as Sirach chapter 30 verse 9. It says, "Conquer thy child, and he shall make thee afraid. Play with him, he will bring thee heaviness." Exactly. So yeah, it's just like that's what people mean when they say that, like this. But yeah, man. But actually, let's get Sirach 20 since we talking about this now. Talking about actually, showing how much you love somebody by correcting them. Yeah, it says, it is Ecclesiastes also known as Sirach chapter 20 verse 2. It says, "It is much better to reprove than to be angry secretly. He that confesses the fault shall be preserved from hurt." So yeah, let's get this Proverbs 27 real quick, man, because since we're talking about this, it says, "Open rebuke is better than secret love." So yeah, man, just going into that. But now I want to go into this, man, because listen, man, like I was reading Sirach 20 real quick, man, and like this is all going to like entitlement, and, like and wanting to, and don't get me wrong, man, because a lot of times people like, it's natural, like it's in man, it's like want to be acknowledged for sometimes for things, man. It's just a little small, but small teeny bit sometimes, but there's some people that really just don't care about that. Even like subconsciously, sometimes some people just like it's in this probably naturally in men want to that, but but also too you gotta realize, man, like this is all going to what Yahweh said about being a profitable servant, man. Like and this is the thing, especially what he did, man. It was a thankless job from what he did, man. Because me personally, man, and I don't know, you brothers and sisters, man, it's like a lot of times too, man. I couldn't been through what Yahushua went through, man. When you're dying for people, like when you live for them spiritually, like you live for them spiritually. Also, too, one he did for his father and his namesake. Also, too, that's the most importantly, like Ezekiel 36. But also, too, he lived for us and he also died for us, man. And you're not going to get tortured, suffering the worst human death in history, like for people that just don't even. I just gave you your behind the kiss, like not only when you're on earth, but even before that, too, even after that, even to this day. But give you behind the kiss, being disrespected, and everything he went through, man. So that's just is what it is, man. But everything it is, a lot of times it's a thankless job, man. Like just being a unprofitable servant at the end of the day, man. Because like Sirach 12 goes into, man, if you don't like do good unto the godly, man, if you don't receive recompense from them, you get a recompense in heaven, man, with the Most High and Yahshua and the angels, man. So that's what it is. But let me grab this Ecclesiastes also known as Sirach chapter 20, man, because that's why we're gonna look at this from the gospel and the testimony standpoint, man. Yeah, because this goes into people that just always want to kind of be thanked all the time and like want to be acknowledged and like feel like they're just underappreciated, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. Like feeling that way, but when they constantly want the validation and like acknowledgement, man, it's just like it is what it is. You just do it honestly, man. Like because actually I was actually on not to digress. I did a little for a job interview, before the job interview, like for the application, I had to do a quiz, like a little quiz, feedback, personality quiz, things of that nature. And one of the questions on there was like, has there been a time that you ever felt like underappreciated, not acknowledged for your work? And I put that, yeah, but me personally, I said, listen, I just really do it for the sake of the job, man, because a lot of times too, like, no, I'm not trying to not boasting or just talking about me a lot of times because I don't really want to do that too much. But a lot of times too, I try to tend to, because I have moments where I just say no, I'm just not going to do that. I don't feel like it. But a lot of times too, it's like because don't get me wrong, like this is a form of mine. I do need to learn to say no. with a lot of things. But my thing is mentality is sometimes like you do it for the sake of job. I remember working for a city, man. Me and one of the brothers there, one of my homies there, man. Like he was the same way. Like we was on the same type of time. We said, listen, man, even though they not working right now or they over there like smoking their weed and we supposed to do clean this overpass and things like that nature we supposed to be cleaning. They doing that. I was like, listen, no, I'm gonna do it for the sake of the job. It don't matter what. And the one, that's the best. Honestly, for me, that's the best mentality to have because you realize, listen, it don't matter what they doing right now. Because I was just looking at that Romans 8 the other day, man. Like Romans 8 and 35, nothing should separate like between the Most High house. I love for them, and also too, like even yeah, nothing. Like the work, the faith, the work, the labor, like your obedience to them. Nothing's supposed to hinder that, man. Nobody what people doing, saying, or even just in general, in the natural tip, man. Whatever, like remember what house I said in John. Actually, John was it John 20? I wanted to actually talk. I wanted to talk on this a while back. You know, I actually wanted to talk about this too, but well, I might talk about this more, Lord willing, in another time. But let's look at this in John 20, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because this talking about this did John chapter 20 or 21, I should say. John 21. It says, John 20 verse 21 John chapter 21 verse 20. It says, then Peter turning about seeth the disciple whom Yahweh shall love, being John. That John, and that goes into David and Jonathan covenant, even goes into the new covenant, even to the gospel, because the son of David and Jonathan being his most beloved disciple. So if y'all we talked about this. Talked about that a while back, but then John 21 verse 20, it says, then Peter turned about and see if the disciple who Yahweh shall love, following, saying, which also leaned on his breast at the supper, and said, Lord, which of these will betray thee? Peter seeing him saith to Yahweh, Lord, what shall this man do? And it says, Yahweh saith unto him, if I will that he tarry till I come, what is that to thee? Follow thou me. So yeah, exactly, that's the same thing. Exactly what we just said, man. Like listen, whatever, even in this walk and in life, or whatever fraction, denomination, or aspect of your life, man. What other people got going on, it doesn't matter. What did the Most High House shall tell me to do? What did he tell Omar to do? What did he tell what you brothers and sisters to do, or even on natural tip, man. But then what you call them? That should happen to me in school. Then that happened to most of y'all in school, like ones that misbehave. No, y'all that misbehave. Listen, like you get in trouble. I've been working with youth over 10 years. Happens all the time. Well, such and such did this. Oh, I'm not talking to them. I'm talking about you. Focus on you. That's it. It don't matter what they got going on. And don't get twisted, man. I still have moments like that, but I still gotta remember. No, it's better. But what about it's about what I did, man. It's not about them, man. Now listen, in situations, because every situation is different. It's a balanced, nuanced thing. Because listen, can other aspects of that or other people's actions? Because actually, I want to talk about this soon. Can other people's actions kind of affect you? Yes, of course. And if it affect you or other people's mistakes, other people's mishaps, other people's actions, can that affect you? And also too, will you always be treated fairly? Of course not. But that's life things in it. And there's a balance. This is a balanced conversation. But at the end of the day, man, it's about what you do, man. Your faith and focus on the Most High house and obedience, man. And even on natural tip, what you got to do, what you got going on. No, all these other fractions, man. Like all that. What too? Because when you play the blame game a lot, it takes power away, man. And even I still realize that, man. Even this easier said than done. Because sometimes that because we was talking about that in the other day in Discord app about how that pride can get in the way a lot of times, and too, but that's neither here nor there. But let me get back to this, man. I'm sorry because I went into that little detour, but here's that Ecclesiastes, also on Sarai chapter 20 verse 16. I just said the whole 13 minutes before I even went to it, but it's all good. It says, the fool saith, I have no friends, I have no thank for all my good deeds. They that eat my bread shall speak evil of me. So see, now this is going to somebody that is always Even if you read the verse above, like you'll be. And here's the thing too. Here's a if y'all read the verse above in Ecclesiastes 20:15, Sirach 20:15. This goes into pretty much like how like somebody that never gives like isn't charitable, never gives even money or does favors or lends people things like but when they do, they just make a whole big scene out of it, and the next day, like they'll be asking for it, man. It says they'll be hated one by the Most High Yahushua. The Most High Yahushua doesn't even like that, and also man, but because yeah, even when people like owe you money or owe you something, man. Like this level, like because I get everybody's different, but it's different. But here's the difference. Here's the thing. Here's the balance between it. Because it's because listen, if you had made a vow or said, listen, I'll have your money by tomorrow or this such and such date and time, or like this 2 days, this and that, and you don't, that's a problem, man. Because Proverbs 6 goes into that, but. Let's say if you let somebody like hold something or do something for something, it doesn't have to be money or you just lend something, man. Like it should be like the what Sarah. Let's read Sarah 20, 15, just for a little bit. It says, "He that giveth little upbraideth much, and he that openeth his mouth like a crier. Today he lendeth, and tomorrow he will ask it again. Such as one that is hated to be, and one such one such an one is to be hated of Yahweh and man." So yeah. So listen, man. There's a certain level of patience and temperance that you need with that. Like, okay, because actually, currently, I got people that owe me kind of money now, man, but I ain't sweating it, man. It's actually, one is, I ain't going to go to that. It's like kind of, it's going to take them a while, like, to get that back, though. So it's all good, man. But, sometimes you just do it just to do it, man. Sometimes everybody can't pay you back. You just do it off the strength, man, just to help somebody out, man. Help see somebody get back on their feet, like, help them out, man. Like just off of GP, just off of general principle, man. Like but you do help it to your according to your ability. And that's a more balanced conversation. But yeah, but that's really going to like listen, like it's going to that. What that's going to, man. Like listen, you like certain person like let somebody hold like $20 or $30, and like like the next day or the next day or two, man, they're hounding about yo, man, where my 30 at? Yo, what's going on with that? It's like yeah, that's hated. The people like that are hated by the Most High Yahushua, man. Like but now it's different because if you're in a dire situation, like if you really, really, really need it, it's like yo, I really need that. Not to hound you about it, but I need that. But that's also too where easier said than done. But that's where the faith in the Most High Yahushua kicks in. It's like okay, if it's not coming this way, it's going to be provided by another way, or it's going to get you out of situation. So, but it's understandable and natural. But yeah, I'm just wanting to say that too. So, but this what we're about to read again in 16 is kind of going to that type of person. But yeah, let's get Sarah Ecclesiastes chapter 20 verse 16. It says, "The fool saith, I had no friends, and I have no thank for all my good deeds, and they that eat my bread speak evil of me." But notice how this is. Listen, then we're gonna hit this in Luke. How Yahushua, like did not have this, like, cause then Yahushua's a bread eater of his bread, man. But Yahushua, like he said, listen, we're unprofitable servants. Actually, what we're about to get now, like we don't have a it is what it is, man. He knew listen. I was gonna get recompense from my Father, like in heaven for what I'm doing, man. So this is what it is. And also too, this is testament of who he was. Listen, like I'm not, and this is the Son of God. This is the Son of the Most High, like and that's just it is what it is, man. So yeah, man. But he didn't say, oh man, like all these people, like the where's my even Moses, even whoever good or righteous man or leader or king or ruler that we had, man, they knew it's like okay, it's what comes with that, man, because it's like it's like the saying goes, man, people want the leadership or the praise and esteem and like the glitz and glamour of it, but not putting the work in. And also too, man, nobody just wants to be a good soldier or a good role player anymore. A good yeah, nobody wants to do that anymore. Everybody we live in a society too where everybody has to be the guy or everybody has to be the person, man. And that's what that actually essentially in 20 goes into, man. He that puts himself in authority shall be hated, man. So you always have to be the guy. Always, man. Like the brother Assembly Firstborn said, like the term I just got familiar with it called main character syndrome, where it always has to be about you. And like we always said, it's not always about me. It's not always about you. It's not always about you. Kind of what we was talking about, man. Like so Luke chapter 17. Cause listen, um, Luke chapter 20 verse Ecclesiastes chapter 20 verse 16. We're gonna say it, read it again. It says, the fool saith, I have no friends. I have no thank you for all my good deeds. And they that eat my bread speak evil of me. Yeah, so exactly, man. So yeah, exactly. And that's what that's going to. But let's see what Yahushua said. So likewise, when ye shall have done all these things which are commanded of you, say we are unprofitable servants. Well, we have done what is our duty to do. Yeah, man, that's it, man. We're doing what our duty to do, man. Like that's just is what it is, man. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Hold on, though. Anyway, yeah. So that's just is what it is, man. I don't even know what that was, but yeah, man. It says the fool saith, I had no friends, and I have no thank for all my good deeds. They that eat my bread speak evil of me. And then John chapter 6, real quick. But Yahushua didn't have that mindset, man. He didn't have that spirit mindset. This is what it is. It says, "This is the bread which comes down from heaven, and that man shall eat and not die. I'm the living bread which came out from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. The bread which I give is my flesh, which I give thy life for the world." Exactly. So, yeah. Yeah, man, but the Yahushua didn't have that spirit or mentality or mindset, man. So listen, okay. Like, even or like Moses, whoever, listen, it comes with it. Like, the slander, the persecution, the hate, the complaining, the unthankfulness, it comes with it. Like, it's honestly like, because me, working like, working with children for these past 10 years, had stuff in between there, but like, you realize it's really even teachers and even other aspects. There's a lot of departments and aspects in the world, or it's just a thankless job. It's just like, okay, this just comes with it. Like, yeah, man, it just comes with it, honestly, man. So, yeah, man. So, now, but just like honestly, like the brother said from the Assembly Firstborn said last night. He said, "Listen, man, when you don't work for something, you're not going to appreciate it as much. Now, you have to be trained up or like being raised to like things that you didn't work for still appreciated, man. Because like just like Deuteronomy chapter 9-27, man. Like like the brother said, listen, we're benefiting off of other people's righteousness, man, off of our forefathers' righteousness, Yahushua's, the Abraham, Isaac, Jacob's, Moses, all of them. We're benefiting off of their righteousness, man. But at the same time, still paying for our own stuff that we did, but we're still benefiting off of them. And even the Most Highs, right, we're benefiting off of that, man. Like so that's why, like, it is what it is. And that's why, too, this is on a natural tip. On another note, like, that's why, like, everything, like, has to benefit, like, say, with, like, in the dynamics with, like, of course, men and women, because a lot of times women have a problem with this, like, why does everything has to, like, go to the man and this and that, everything. Of course, the man, it could yeah, go to the man or this and that. Because listen, the man, especially if he's doing what he's supposed to do, he's the one that's looking out for everybody. So of course, everything has to go to him. Just like I'm not just talking about natural women, like Jeremiah 6:2. That's why all the praise and esteem and honor just has to go to the Most High Yahushua, man, because they provide everything that we need. Honestly, that's why, because what they do benefits everybody. So it's just like on earth as in heaven. Like it's that 1 Corinthians 11. What you call right? Quick, it's the 1 Corinthians, like it's a domino effect, man. Like head of Christ. Head of the man is Yahushua. Head of Yahushua is the Most High. This is the Most High, man. So and that's that's just is what it is, man. So like but yeah, man. But it has to be a certain level of things that are instilled in you to respect, to appreciate things that you never worked for, man. Because it is. I didn't even realize this on a natural tip, man. On this on what you call them, on natural tip, man. When I was working for the, like, even beforehand, like, when I see will go out and about, like, see trash. Sometimes I would pick it up. Sometimes I wouldn't. I try not to throw it, but still I could just like I would just more walk by it. But now it's like me working for the city and doing labor work before doing that sanitation type work. Now I just like I have a more appreciation for it because listen, I like I not only myself but I and other people as well, man, other brothers or other people as well, other like men that do that or people that do that you know I know what it's like to go in the alleyway or vacant lot or had to clean up a block and had that trash and like and just then when you see somebody like slow it down, it's like wait, like but see, you're not gonna appreciate it unless you've done it, man. I'm just using that as an example, man. So that's what it is, man. But then again, though, that's another thankless job as well, man. But you know what? It's not so far because a lot of people like will doing that type of work, and that's what that Sirach goes into, man. Without it's actually let's grab that real quick, man, because some people will like cook for you or like give you certain money sometimes. So that was always a good thing too, because certain people do respect it, but not like yeah. It says, because this is Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 38, verse 31. All these that trust in their hands, trust into their hands, and everyone is wise in their work. Without these, is because it's talking about builders and things in nature worksmiths like or things of that nature, carpenters, all the workmasters, things of that nature. But I throw in like modern day sanitation or like construction workers and all those type of people like what they call gosh, what's this slipping my mind? Gosh, it's slipping my mind. I forgot. Yeah, it says, without these cannot a city be inhabited. They shall not dwell where they go, nor go up or and down. So yeah, so just like that. But anyway, yeah, man, this goes into that Sirach 20 verse 16 again. It says, the fool saith, I have no friends, I have no thank for all my good deeds, and they that eat my bread speak evil of me. It says, so likewise, when ye shall done all these things which are commanded you, say we are unprofitable servants, and we done which is our duty to do. So yeah, so let's grab that. Yeah, so Sirach 12 real quick, man. It's how your house shall move. Ecclesiastes. It says, when thou do good, know to whom thou doest it. So thou shalt be thankful for thy benefit. See, yeah, no, we just talking about benefit. It says, verse 2, it says, do good to a godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense. And if not from him, from the Most High. Yeah, exactly. Where's that? Oh my gosh, where's that at? And oh my gosh, I want that in Luke, man. It was somewhere in Luke because it was one time I was listening to morning prayers and okay, let's see, Luke 36 and 35. Yeah, it's only and only after Yahushua healed certain man, only one went back and then thanked him though. But Yahushua really didn't care because listen, I like what we just read. I'm getting thanks from the Most High, from my Father in heaven. So that's all that matters. But only one that turned back and said thank you. And that's the point of saying thank you. And that's so that's the integrity of that person that did that, man. It's just like it is what it is, and they actually appreciate it, man. And that's what that actually with judges and what you call him with Gideon, man, because they just asked him like we had asked him just to be our like our king before he died, but then after he died, he didn't care about none of his people, none of his family, but you chose his wicked son to be king, but but you didn't look out for him. And our people always had that spirit, that on to the next spirit, like just not caring. But that's here nor there. But Luke chapter 6 verse 35, I think that's what it is. No, man, it's not that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Is it 16? Oh my gosh. Dang. Okay, is it? Because it was just one of them that I forgot where it was. It says where what you call him? Oh, gosh, I can't find it. It's all good. Yeah, when the man when Yahshua healed certain man, only one of them came back to thank him. So yeah. But anyway, that's but it's a thankless job, man. But Yeah, man. Especially with Moses was a thankless job because yeah, we called him not to make the promised land. Now, listen now, like we just said, like listen, like that Romans 8:8. And of course, that applies to Moses as well. But listen, man, Moses. But everybody. That's why you can't put people above what's written. And like like we always we always talk about. Everybody eventually has a breaking point, man. Because like James 5:17, these were holy men, but these were still regular people at the end of the day. Like these still like passions as we are, man. So that of course, imagine being of thousands, Jake, in the wilderness complaining. So yeah, man. So, but yeah, man, that just goes to show you, man. But hopefully this is edifying, man. So peace.